All right, so we're in the airport now. We spend a lot of days in the airport now, but we're on our way out to LA, Inglewood specifically. Right, on our way out to Inglewood for an IBT that starts this upcoming week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Super excited, man, like we are just about every single one of these IBT events. Just the work that we get a chance to do, touching the lives of these young people, introducing what could be a career that could change the trajectory of their lives, introducing that, and they didn't know about it, I think it's definitely fulfilling for us, so just to bring that level of exposure and awareness and then tap into untapped potential, as well is, that's super key. So we here, team is around, but yeah, man, super excited. So, just being on this journey with us, you guys get a chance to see what all goes into it, behind the scenes, the travel, making sure that you get enough rest so that you can have enough energy for the kids, because they bring the energy. So we try to match that, so it's just super fulfilling, man. And we love it. It's work that's worth doing. So yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, y'all, so this is Paul Robinson. I am here. We are here in Inglewood, California right now for the Construct Reach. I built this event. We've got a ton of activity that's going on, and it's right behind you right now. So we're about to turn around here and just try to take a little tour so we can introduce you to what the kids are doing, okay? So everybody is participating in hands-on activities right now. And each one of these activity stations that they are doing is actually a career, right? And there could be several careers that are at each and every one of these activity stations. So right here, this is the A&E team. This is the design team that's over here, looking at interior design, how things get pretty much designed from a guest shopper experience here. And so the kids here are going through. You see they're about to rotate, if you can hear that, right? They're about to do a rotation to another activity station here. But you'll see the students picking out these different materials here to put together an interior design space. So if you can see here up on the screen, they are actually putting together their own interior design space. So all merchandise has to sit on something, right? And that's an actual career. If you didn't know that, that's called fixturing. So you have the team here that's working with the young kids, introducing them to this career pathway, and they're giving them some hands-on activities, letting them know what it takes and how to do it, right? So you've got your carpentry station over here, the drywallers, right? They're working with the students here, letting them know how you erect walls, right? So you've got to be able to have walls to define the space. These guys here, skilled at what they do, professional. They're letting the kids do this. So they're probably doing some power drilling here, right? Putting in the nails, making sure they align with the studs, so they're getting a chance to understand how to put up drywall. And that's a career. Back over here, you've got another station that's taking place. before you put the drywall on, you've got to be able to run the electricity, right? So that you can turn that light switch on and off, so that you can plug up anything that you want to, right? Whether it's a vacuum cleaner, whether it is a blender, what have you, you've got to have electricity for that, right? So these kids here are working. This is what happens before you put the drywall on. This is another career pathway, being an electrician. So the exposure piece is key, right? Because a lot of times, young people have no idea that all of these different career pathways exist within the industry of construction. And so when you walk into a store, or when you walk into a facility that's already finished, you're walking past and you're experiencing so many different careers and professions that you had no idea that existed. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we lean into the value and the power of exposure. Now over here we have flooring, right? So you've got to walk on some type of finished flooring, right? So you've got the floor tile here, another career pathway. So you've got the team that does the flooring, they're leading this, teaching the kids about how to lay the flooring, right? What it takes, how precise it has to be, right? So they're getting a chance to go through that as well. So now we're gonna move into some more technology, right? A lot of the young people now, they've got the Oculus. This is all about the VR experience. Well, guess what? Within the construction and design industry, you can do that too. So now they are experiencing the VR world, right? So they are in the brand room, they're setting different merchandise. They're in this virtual environment here, pretty cool. And that's very relevant, especially for a younger generation, because, hey, all y'all know is technology, right? And so just letting you all know that, hey, you can do technology within the industry of construction and design as well. Then we got the carpenters here, right? The nail and the hammers, right? So you've got the welders over there as well, if you can see that. They're understanding how to weld, how to make sure that things are fixed together, that they're safe, that it has structural integrity, right? So that when you go into a space, it's not gonna collapse on you. And then of course, more drywalling right here. So they're getting a nice rotation of construction and design and interior designing as well. And so that is pretty cool, where you get just a full array of the different career pathways that exist. And that's what we do here at the I Built This event, right? We try to expose young people to opportunities, allow them to participate in hands-on activities. And I think the most important thing is that we all provide opportunities, right, at the end of this. So we talk with each and every one of our industry partners here, and we provide opportunities for young people to move into after the event is over. So as we're piquing interest, we're not leaving them there just excited with with no next steps. We pique that interest, tap into some untapped potential, but then provide a pathway into a career for them as well. And so that's what we do here.
I'ma make it tough, cause you still alive. No big, feel like pop. Shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
All right, so we are in Inglewood, California. We're here with Miss Brenda, the owner of Kurtom Dunsmuir. How has this event been? I mean, we are fresh off the heels of the I Built This event, where we've been planning for this for a long time.
It has been a very long journey, and for it to finally come to pass, years ago,
Yeah.
many years ago, we said this is what we wanted to do at the first event, that it needs to come to our city.
Yeah.
And with our company, Kurtom Dunsmuir, being located in Inglewood, it's even more meaningful.
Yeah.
You know, we just need for folks to understand all that Construct Reach is, all that that Kurtom Dunsmuir does, and to turn those dollars in the community and touch those young people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, why would an event like this mean so much?
Well, it's at home, number one, okay? But the event itself is just so meaningful in that how it touches. It's not just about construction, you know? Of course, that's the main emphasis, but to create options, give people
Yes.
confidence in their own thoughts, and to be able to explore. And when we become a vessel collectively to be able to do that, it's quite an opportunity. And to have the contact with Target,
Yeah.
with Construct Reach, the businesses, all of that, it is so much more than meets the eye.
Yeah, you know, and it's a lot that goes into it. And I think from a construction standpoint, you know, a lot of times we're building those structures, but as we've seen here through the I Built This event and this initiative at large and your partnership with us, it's not about what you're building, but it's how you build it, right? It's that intentionality and bringing the community behind the proverbial kind of construction fence, if you will, and allowing it to be an equitable opportunity to transform communities.
That's right. That's right. You know, people think that it just shows up a building, a Target, all of a sudden, or any building.
Yes.
You know, but specifically Target, you know, and everyone has, well, this is my Target. Now this one is close or whatever. And they have to transfer from where their old Target used to be to the new one.
Yes.
But to now be able to think that they have a say in it. So many years ago, you know, when we knew that that Kirkton Dunsmuir was going to be involved as a general contractor,
Yeah.
we started the hum in the community, you know, at the barber shops, at the hair salons,
Yeah.
at the restaurants, saying, did you know a Target's coming and we're building it? And that kind of stuff. And it's like, really, a new Target, you guys? And
Wow.
that's something that's not done often. We just kind of show up
Yeah.
often. But now to say, what do you want in that?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to impact some businesses around there.
Yeah.
You know, so to think that
Absolutely.
they have a say in it, they feel like truly it's mine and it's in my community.
Yeah, yeah. And that means a lot, you know, where the community folks can say, you know what? It's not just something that's coming into my community, but I feel a part of it.
That's right.
And there's this sense of ownership with that, right? And you know, you walk away just with a better feeling once you know that, you know, the community is being enhanced and you're part of that enhancement,
Right.
And so it's being prouder of that community. You understand the opportunities that come with a new retailer, a new company, a new brand that comes into the community. And so when there's intentionality behind that, it strengthens the community as well when you focus on the how and being more intentional about allowing the community to feel as if they're a part of that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Intentional is the operative word.
Mm.
You know, it's about being intentional and not business as usual.
Yeah.
So that's to say, with us being the general contractor, number one, that's very intentional because we're local. The subcontractors that we choose, that's very intentional because we want them to be local. Who they hire as employees for that's 20 companies perhaps, 20 subcontractors, and then all of their employees. And to say, we want you hiring locally.
Yeah.
That's intentional. Who the superintendent was on this is walking distance from here. So it's just all of those layers before you even get into where we're gonna, the equipment that we rent, that's local. When we cater events or we just have food brought in, that's local, you know, so it just keeps going deeper and deeper. And each time it's not just about the invoice, but it's about, this is a collaboration. We're impacting the community. You're a part of it. And for them, that pride, that not only that we have, but now that they have.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And then the kids that participate, right? It's a surrounding school district, so they're local, right?
Right.
And so it is definitely centralized in this community here to transform the community. And you know, the opportunities that we provide to students, for one, exposure is key. When you think about the construction industry, you know, you can let me know your thoughts about this. We see it happening all of the time, but there's still limited knowledge and education about what you can do within the industry at large. Wouldn't you
Right.
say?
Oh, absolutely. Because every profession is in this industry.
Yes.
If you want to be an accountant, why not specialize in construction accounting?
Mhm.
If you want to be an attorney, if you want to be a carpenter, if you want to be a business person,
Yeah.
you know, all of every discipline is in construction.
And a business owner.
A
You
business,
can own
hey,
it.
yeah, a business owner, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't, you know, so when we can lift those stereotypes that we unintentionally
Yep.
put on things that we view to say like, oh, it's just another opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great. And then representation matters, right? And so we try to be very intentional about showcasing who's within the industry, right? That we need more of. But if you can see yourself being represented within this industry, then you can see yourself being in it, right? And so to have someone who is local here to the community, who owns, right, her own company, her own business, who is part of an amazing project that's taking place to strengthen the community and very intentional, it's inspiring for the local community and these young kids to look up to.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you know, we take that for granted sometimes because we are so into our grind
Yeah.
and making it and impacting and touching. We don't know what it means for somebody just to look at us and say like,
Yeah.
you're from here and you did that?
Yeah.
Therefore I can be. And as you say, that's just about exposure and just
Yeah.
like, you know, when the kids were here and they looked at it and you could see the twinkle in their eye and the bright was just like, you didn't know what you wanted to do,
Yeah.
but you're in this. And
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, of course, you know, this has been such a privilege to partner with you, you know, to work on this project in this community, in your city. We've been working on this a long time, and it definitely was worth it.
It
So,
definitely was.
yes, thank you, Brenda.
Thank you so much for the partnership.
Yes, looking forward to more.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.